Belize is a fascinating, unique country with many exotic sights. It's located on the eastern coast of Central America next to the Caribbean Sea. The country's population is only about 330,000 people, which gives it one of the lowest densities of people per square mile of any country in the world. It has many natural resources and potential industries just waiting to be developed. These include coffee, tropical fruits, cocoa beans, lumber, charcoal, and oil. Tourism is also a major industry, drawing in around 1.3 million people annually, and there is much room in this industry for improvement. Manufacturing, exporting of raw materials, and electricity generation are just a few other industries in need of development. As an example, all of Belize's electricity currently comes from Mexico. In January 2015, my father-in-law Joe Hoffman and I took a 3-day trip to Belize to visit Jim and Jenny Duncan, founders of Treehouse Academy, and to see the country. The ministry is based in Boston Village, about 45 minutes from the country's largest city, Belize City. As a ministry, they've been blessed with the ownership of over 300 acres, much of which is still unutilized jungle. Currently, their ministry consists of a private Christian school, a radio station, and a charcoal business, which they use as an outreach somewhat to the local shop owners they sell to. The school is comprised of approximately 25 students, most of which are under 12 years old. They are divided into preschool and elementary classes. 3 local teachers, one of which mainly functions as a principal, teach all the children. Most of the children are bused 8 to 10 miles from their homes to the school by Jim Duncan. Each Lord's Day, a church service is held on the ministry grounds, which is mainly attended by the school children and their families. With the radio station, Jim broadcasts music and teaching to the locals in English and a show specifically for Mennonites in Low German. Selling charcoal is the main business that helps provide for the ministry's need. Several local families make the charcoal for Jim. He has it rebagged and delivers it to various shops in the area. The physical potential of this property is amazing. Literally, mango and coconut trees are everywhere. Bananas, avocados, cassava, and with a little help to the soil, almost any type of vegetable can be grown there. Lumber can be milled out of the trees on the property, as long as a permit is obtained from the government, and since tour buses from the cruise ships drive right past the house, a tourist attraction of some type could be developed to draw them in. However, despite all the blessings this nation has received in natural resources and potential opportunities, it is a country desperately in need of the gospel. Amongst the people, there is a very high rate of unemployment and lack of biblical work ethic. Drugs and alcohol are common problems. Theft is just a way of life. Murder is semi-common, and immorality is rampant. Most girls have their first baby when they're only 14 or 15 years old, and marriage is almost non-existent in any age group. Many other types of wickedness, such as homosexuality and human trafficking, are also sadly prevalent. And in the government, corruption and bribery are just a normal part of operations. Now, there are many church buildings and signs that say such things as Jesus is Lord, and John 3:16, which points to more of a Christian presence in the past. But today, most of the churches have lost their effectiveness because they're nearly the same in ethics and morality as the culture around them. Belize, like so many other countries around the world, needs strong Christian individuals and families to live there and fulfill the Great Commission. It doesn't need more sensational evangelists to hold big rallies and then leave. It needs missionaries who are there for the long haul, preach the whole gospel, baptize true converts, and teach everything that God has commanded. The need, especially for diligent discipleship of new converts and professing believers, is dire. In many ways, as Jim Duncan put it, it's a great starter country for U.S. missionaries because nearly everyone speaks English, it's not too far from the United States, there's running water and grid electricity in many areas, there's plenty of food in its basic form available, the roads, though rough, are drivable, and if you travel to Belize City, you can obtain most things needed for a decent life, including clothes, building supplies, and tools. But the difficulties of living there would be many. You would have to be able to function properly in a culture void of the same Christian foundation Americans have been blessed with. Daily living would be much harder without all the conveniences we're used to. Jobs are hard to find, making earning a living a challenge. And there are very few true believers to fellowship with. This task truly is not one for a single family, but one for multiple mature ones, because it's better to go as pilgrims than as pioneers. Some of the benefits of multiple families going and working together in Belize are: they would be more likely to handle the incredible workload of survival and ministry without burning out. There would be a larger diversity of giftings and abilities available for the ministry, and they would be able to fellowship with each other and be the basis of a strong church. Ecclesiastes 4 verses 9, 10, and 12 say, "Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken."